Shock! The new Boeing 797 could change aviation's future forever. Here's why. Breaking news! Boeing has just revealed its plans for the all-new Boeing 797, and it could change the future of aviation forever. After years of struggling to keep up with Airbus, Boeing may have finally created the aircraft that will redefine the skies and return the company to its former dominance. But the big question is, can it? Well, let's find out. But before then, let's take a trip back in time. The year was 2010. Boeing was still a dominant force in aviation, leading the industry with its successful fleet of aircraft. However, things weren't really rosy behind the scenes. Cracks were beginning to form. First, it was Airbus. Boeing's biggest competitor, Airbus, was gaining ground fast, especially with its efficient A320neo series, stealing market share from right under Boeing's nose. Then, fast forward a few years, and the situation went from bad to worse. Boeing's highly anticipated 737 MAX, which was meant to be its answer to Airbus, turned into a disaster. A series of tragic accidents led to the grounding of the entire fleet, shaking the company to its core and causing airlines worldwide to lose trust. With delays in other projects and the 737 MAX crisis still looming over its reputation, Boeing found itself falling behind. The pressure had been mounting, and it's clear that the company needs a lifeline to bounce back. Apparently, that is where the Boeing 797 comes in. The idea behind the 797 started years ago when Boeing realized that there was a huge gap in the market. Some routes were too long for narrow-bodied jets, like the 737, and didn't justify the size and costs of wide-body planes like the 787 Dreamliner. Airlines have been asking for an aircraft versatile enough to serve longer routes while remaining fuel-efficient and cost-effective. This gap in the middle of the market is exactly what the Boeing 797 will be designed to fill. Dubbed the new mid-size airplane, NMA, the 797 could offer airlines the perfect balance between more range than a typical narrow-body jet, but without the high costs and extra capacity of a wide-body. After years of speculation and planning, Boeing has committed to making the 797 a reality, promising cutting-edge technology and improved passenger comfort. If successful, this aircraft could mark the beginning of a new era for Boeing and the aviation industry as a whole. So, what exactly are the features of the Boeing 797 that make it so groundbreaking? To be honest, this new aircraft is expected to offer some of the most innovative features ever seen in commercial aviation. First, there are two variants of the 797, the Boeing 797-6 and the Boeing 797-7. The 797-6 will offer seating for around 225 passengers, while the larger 797-7 will accommodate up to 275 passengers. This flexibility between the two variants allows airlines to choose the right capacity based on demand. Airlines can now scale operations according to the expected number of passengers, making this aircraft highly adaptable to different markets and travel needs, which is what they have been clamoring for all along. But it's not just about the number of seats. The 797 is designed for long-haul flights without a wide-body aircraft. The 797-6 will have a range of over 5,000 nautical miles, while the 797-7 will cover just slightly below it, around 4,500 nautical miles. What does this mean for airlines? To put it simply, it opens the possibility of flying longer routes. So, you see, those previously handled by wide-body aircraft, 797 can now handle them without needing larger, more expensive planes. These distances are especially perfect for international routes, which allows airlines to tap into markets that were once inefficient to serve. However, the real deal for Boeing 797 is its proposed fuel efficiency. Boeing has worked to ensure that the 797 is not only a mid-market solution, but also one of the most fuel-efficient aircraft in its class. The turbofan engines designed for the 797 are expected to offer a bypass ratio of 10:1 and a pressure ratio of 50:1, numbers that represent some of the most advanced engine technology in commercial aviation. These higher bypass and pressure ratios translate directly into improved fuel efficiency, which means lower operating costs for airlines. Nowadays, where fuel prices are unpredictable and environmental regulations are tightening, the efficiency of these engines could make the 797 a favorite for airlines looking to cut costs while maintaining performance. And really, all airlines are looking to cut their costs. Also, reduced fuel consumption means lower carbon emissions, making this aircraft a more suitable option for the future of aviation. Speaking of engines, the engine manufacturers Boeing is considering for the 797 are some of the most respected names in the industry: GE Aviation, CFM International, and Rolls-Royce. One exciting possibility is the Rolls-Royce Ultrafan, the largest in the world. This is a next-generation engine designed to provide even greater fuel efficiency and reduced emissions. Now, let's talk about the airframe. Much like Boeing's 787 Dreamliner, the 797 is expected to feature a carbon fiber composite fuselage. This material is not only lighter than traditional aluminium, but also stronger, allowing for a more aerodynamic design. The lighter airframe means better fuel efficiency, as less energy is required to keep the plane airborne. But there's more to it than just saving fuel. A composite fuselage allows for lower cabin pressure and higher humidity levels, which translates into a more comfortable flying experience for passengers, especially on long-haul flights. The lower cabin pressure helps reduce the effects of jet lag, while the higher humidity keeps the cabin environment more pleasant. And these two experiences are key selling points for airlines looking to improve passenger satisfaction. More importantly, the Boeing 747 is expected to come with far improved modern amenities, improved in-flight connectivity, better entertainment options, and more spacious interiors, not to mention but a few. Boeing has eventually clocked that today's travelers demand more than just a seat. They want an experience. And with the 797, airlines will be able to offer that, whether passengers are flying for business or leisure. Finally, the environmental impact. The aircraft is expected to be compatible with sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, which can significantly reduce carbon emissions compared to traditional jet fuel. There's even speculation that Boeing could incorporate emerging technologies like hydrogen fuel in future iterations of the 797. This focus on cutting-edge, sustainable technology puts Boeing in a strong position to meet the growing demand for greener, more environmentally friendly aircraft, all of which are needed for Boeing to actually stay competitive in the long run. Of course, no discussion of the Boeing 797 would be complete without mentioning Airbus, Boeing's biggest rival. Airbus has already made significant strides in the mid-market segment with its highly successful A321XLR. This aircraft offers airlines a long-range, fuel-efficient solution with the capacity to serve many of the same routes as the Boeing 797 is targeting. In fact, the A321XLR has become the aircraft of choice for airlines looking to expand into mid-range markets while keeping operational costs low. So, how does the 797 stack up against Airbus's A321XLR? First, for seating capacity, the Boeing 797 has a slight edge. The 797-6 and 797-7 can accommodate 225 to 275 passengers, whereas the A321XLR typically seats around 220 passengers in a two-class configuration. While this difference may seem minor, it gives Boeing an advantage on routes where maximizing seat capacity is key to profitability. The range of both aircraft is also a critical factor. The A321XLR boasts an impressive range of about 4,700 nautical miles, placing it squarely between two variants of the 797. The Boeing 797-6 will offer over 5,000 nautical miles, while the 797-7 will cover around 4,500 nautical miles. This gives airlines more flexibility in choosing the right aircraft for specific routes, but it also means Boeing has to prove that the 797's slightly longer range will provide enough operational benefits to sway airlines away from Airbus. Fuel efficiency, winning existing market share, and earning the trust of airlines back are areas Boeing also need to struggle with. So, the challenge for Boeing is not just about outperforming Airbus on paper, it's about doing so in a market where Airbus already has a significant lead. The A321XLR has locked in orders from major airlines around the world, and Airbus has built a reputation for delivering on its promises. So, while the Boeing 797 promises to be a game changer, the path to success is far from certain. And this is us not talking about the company's internal struggles yet. The company is still recovering from the fallout of the 737 MAX crisis, which not only damaged its reputation but also led to significant financial losses. Adding to the pressure is Boeing's strained resources. The company is juggling multiple large-scale projects, including the continued development of the 777X. With limited resources and finances, Boeing needs to carefully manage its priorities. Any delays or budget overruns could put the 797's future in jeopardy, especially as Airbus continues to push ahead with their own projects. With the A321XLR offering similar capabilities in terms of range and fuel efficiency, Boeing will need to prove that the 797 is not just an equal, but a superior option. Every delay in the 797's development gives Airbus more time to dominate the market and secure more orders from airlines. In short, while the Boeing 797 could be the aircraft to restore Boeing's dominance, Boeing has a lot to prove before the 797 takes to the skies. So, can the Boeing 797 truly change the game for Boeing and the aviation industry? Let us know what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest in aviation. Bye for now, and see you in the next one.